It's going to be another beautiful day here on the Avenue.
Everybody ready?
Yep.
No edits, no filter. Episode 12, take one.
Episode 12.
John Trouty Show. Here we are again. No edits, no filter. Hey guys.
Hello.
How's everybody?
Hey. Good.
We get together once a week, right? Wednesday, 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Talk about nothing and a lot, all in the same.
Who are our sponsors today?
Who is our sponsor today? No edits, no filter is brought to you by The Smile.
The smile.
Brought to you by somebody to smile.
And also brought to you by the guy who brought us food today.
Brought to you by Scott's father, Jim Robinson. That's exactly right. Brought to you by, what's the name of the place? The Cookery.
Yep. The Cookery?
So brought to you by The Cookery, the home of the best burger in Nashville. That's a pretty good burger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Heck
Awesome.
yes.
That was awesome.
was.
So we'll have to
I
take
don't
a
know
trip
if it's the
in.
best.
Pretty good though.
I would say it was good though. You gotta admit.
We're trying to be a little bit of an ad, so we want to say it's the best in Nashville. At least today it was the best.
Hint, hint. It means we have to be biased towards our opinions. This is what this is.
Let us no filter. It's not biased. We're excited because it was delicious.
He stonewalling you, audience.
You're leaving us, Cody?
No, I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay. We'll see you back in a minute.
Commercial break.
No, we're going to keep going.
Okay,
All right,
I'm
so
good.
Cody, you got to hear the topic before you go in. So today, guys, great segue on the burger. Food is our subject today. Everybody eats.
Yeah.
What's your
Obviously.
I do.
Alexander, what's your favorite food?
Chicken fingers,
Chicken fingers. What do you eat with chicken fingers?
fries, and ketchup.
Fries and ketchup. What do you drink?
Just a glass of water when I'm at Rafferty's.
So Rafferty's is your go-to chicken fingers? All right, guys.
Chicken fingers. Now you're speaking my language.
See, Dustin,
You're
is that
speaking
your-
my language as well.
Wow. Chicken fingers? Everybody into chicken fingers, Brad?
I am.
I have been lately, yeah.
How have chicken fingers sort of become the staple in American society? They really have, haven't they? My son eats them all the time.
Well, I guess chicken, if we want to, like, maybe broaden the subject, you know.
Well,
chicken,
it's still food. It is a food and an animal, so you're right.
well,
We're
you
broadening
gotta, like, people do all sorts of chicken. They fry them, they grill them, they bake them. There's also,
They roast them.
that.
yeah,
Roasted chicken. I love roasted chicken.
they also, sometimes they put it on pizza. But my point is, they also love spicy chicken. You know,
Okay.
Nashville is known for hot chicken.
For hot
and-
chicken. You don't feel good, do you?
I just
And,
thought of food. Just haven't really eaten much.
Sort of
out
like
for days.
since Nashville is known for hot chicken, sometimes down in the South they like to get catfish and Louisiana
Yeah.
hot sauce and put onions on top. And
Catfish
make
has been a big deal in Nashville the last few years, especially with throwing the catfish on the ice.
So not as a food, but as a
Yeah.
as a prop for the hockey
yeah.
team.
well, they make catfish onion sandwiches.
I want to go with you and have a catfish onion sandwich somewhere.
Well, why haven't you asked yet?
I didn't know it existed.
Why
Now I
haven't
know.
you?
So food,
funny.
to be honest, has so many different places in our society. I think food is really important. It keeps our bodies going.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And is our fuel. It's like our energy. It gives us a time to sit down and break bread with friends and family. Gives us a moment to pause and really have a minute where we all hang together and can converse about our days or about our morning or whatever. What else does food do in our society? What else? What other roles does it play?
Yeah.
Creativity.
Okay.
It creates. Every time you want something to eat, you go out and you go out and eat it.
So you go to a restaurant.
Yeah.
And that creates commerce, so people have jobs and can work in the restaurant
Yeah.
industry, right? That's a huge growing industry in America right now, is the restaurant industry. Do you go out, John? Do you like to go
Hasn't it
out?
always been?
You know, it has. I mean, but it's really exploded now, not only in Nashville, but nationwide. We are becoming mass consumers of pre-prepared foods and of going out. I think the days of cooking at home are dwindling. I think the amount of people that
Unless
cook at
you,
home.
unless
Maybe
you're
you're just
Brad.
old.
'Cause
Maybe
Brad
I am
cooks.
just old.
And I can tell you, I have tried Brad's cooking, and I can report it's excellent.
Okay, so not going out.
Brad,
You cook a lot, Brad, right?
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yes, sir. You cook a lot, don't you?
I do, yeah.
So you enjoy the process of cooking?
I've always have, yeah.
No, why? What about cooking food is something cool to you?
Well, I think it's because ever since we moved in I've always taken initiative on Mostly cooking healthy food.
Okay. So going out may not be healthy, but cooking in is healthier? Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Cool. What about the process of preparing the food? Do you like that?
What do you mean?
So like when you buy the goods, you buy the vegetables and the fruits and the meats, and you put them all together, but cooking them themselves brings you joy, doesn't it? Or is it something you do just to eat?
Just to eat.
Oh, really? So you're really don't enjoy the process of cooking? Some people do.
Well, I find it.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I felt a little caught off guard.
That's okay.
Thought you just said something about mixing food together.
No, my question is in the cooking of food, like when you're actually making dinner at night, is there a joy in the preparing of the food?
Oh,
He means is there something that I'm trying to say, like something that you enjoy doing the most about
Yep.
cooking?
Yeah, so like my wife loves to cook at home, and I love it because I can sit at the table and nibble and cut up her celery for her and kind of do things, and so we kind of that's what I kind of like the part of the preparation of the food itself, and so that was what I was asking. Do you really like preparing it or just sitting down and eating it?
oh, both actually.
Do the guys help you in cooking, or do they just eat?
I help. I do the dishes for him every time he
Yeah.
cooks.
That's an important part.
Very
I
much.
might not know how to cook. I want to learn. The only thing I'm really good at cooking is like making mean omelets. Like if there's meat lying around, I just put it in there.
So you make an omelet?
I can make, good scrambled eggs, if there's pepper laying around.
Throw it in there.
Throw it in there because at the end of the day, I can eat anything except beets or deviled eggs.
No beets, no deviled eggs. So I guess food can be a time where we consume it and have communion and time together with our friends. And,
Yeah.
and just like preparing it can be.
Yeah, preparing it is fine for me, but I still have no interest in a culinary career.
But do you like cooking for yourself, Leah?
Yes.
Cool. Do you cook for your family?
No.
Just for yourself?
Yes.
What's your go-to?
I cook. Sorry,
That's right.
I'll wait.
You're next. Thank you for waiting. That's awesome, Cody. Leah, what's your go-to food to prepare? What's your favorite?
Oftentimes, when I can cook in the microwave.
Somebody said that earlier. I think you were talking about you're a good cook if you're in the microwave. Is that right?
Yeah, I can only heat things up in a microwave.
So you're not an onion oven guy and a stovetop guy?
No, I don't think so. I'm afraid I might screw something up.
Really? Brad, can you mess it up when you're cooking it?
You put never mind.
Okay. Can you mess something up when you're cooking it, or is it kind of foolproof?
Like, if I made a mistake while cooking?
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, there was that one time I made the kitchen steam up.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
No, there was actually
That's
a
one
time
thing I'm
quite
afraid.
recently.
That's one thing I'm afraid of. That I would accidentally set the house on fire.
Oh, really? So there's a fear of that because if you can't-
Before we move off the subject,
Yeah.
I have something I would like to add. Not too long ago, actually a couple days ago, I was trying to put, those pre-frozen pizzas that you cook?
Yes.
And so I had it set, and what I didn't realize is the pizza's so thin, it started to melt through the oven rack. And so what I had to do is I dragged the whole entire oven rack out with some gloves, and I did it all by myself. So I laid it on the counter, scraped the pizza off of it, tried my best, and then I had to jam it back in there, and I got it in there.
Was it cardboard or was it plastic?
The oven rack? It was steel,
Oh,
metal.
You just had the pizza on the oven rack and it melted all down through it, right?
Like
Not all the way, but it was. And I was watching it, and I just was concerned. So I just.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of those cardboard trays that come. To
No,
frozen-
You gotta
No.
be careful. You gotta
No,
be careful
I
with all
directly
this.
placed it on the oven rack itself in the oven. There was no cardboard under it. There was none of that stuff.
Okay.
But you took responsibility and cleaned it up and fixed it up yourself. And
Yeah.
what'd you do that night when you burnt the pizza? What'd you end up eating?
I didn't burn it. I ate it. I didn't care. I don't care.
You just ate it.
When I'm hungry, I'm hungry.
There you
And don't talk to me when I'm hungry as well. I hate to be this guy. But
What did our buddy Ray Barnett used to call that? Hangry.
I get hangry.
You get hangry.
When I'm edging on losing focus,
Yeah. Gotta have something to
I
eat.
have to have something to eat.
Yep.
It's just something you just don't disturb me.
Cool.
It's just
I know that feeling.
pizza.
You love pizza?
Yeah.
Who doesn't love pizza?
I don't know.
Yeah, the burgers were just fine today. Just
I surprised you though, didn't I?
yeah.
See, Scott's dad, Jim, called me at the last minute and said, "Hey, man, I want to bring some burgers over." And I couldn't turn him down.
Yeah.
So we just took the burgers.
Yeah,
and
you'd
said-
be rude if you turned him down.
It would have been rude, John. That's a great way to put that. He was very kind to offer up bringing us burgers, and he wanted to promote his business and his group of guys that are down there making it for us.
Yeah.
And they prepared that and brought it just to us. That was pretty cool. We had good burgers today for lunch. Missed you. Yeah, I know. If you weren't sick, you'd have been here. Anyway, I'm just teasing. Cody, wait, you were going to say something. Don't walk away. What were you going to say? Do you remember? What were you going to say? You were going to chime in on something when Leo was
You
talking.
know, I also cook sometimes that don't really claim to be a professional.
Yeah, okay, so talk about that. Why is it important to cook for
That
yourself?
sounded. I meant like. I also, what I meant. Let me rephrase that. I don't intend on a culinary career.
Does
Well,
anybody
at least
in-
the main one?
I mean, does anybody in here, Brad? I mean, you seem to be the chef in the group. Do you have any desire to open your own restaurant or be a culinary guy or be a chef?
No, I just cook.
And it's just cook, just for your
I
own
would want to be a
consumption.
food critic. I would definitely want to be a food critic because you get to try so many different things. You get to judge it. You get to rate it. Like I said, I watch the Food Network.
So you eat a lot of different things, Matt?
Yeah, I eat calamari. I eat fish. I eat clams. You know, if I sat here and named every single thing I've had, it would be it would stretch probably
And
5 hours.
So you're going to try a little bit of anything, Alexander? I'm going to put you on the spot. You're
Sure.
just chicken fingers, right?
That's right.
What else do you, if you had to stretch it and chicken was not available, what else would you eat?
Biscuits,
Biscuits, okay. Pizza?
microwave pizza,
Just microwave, and I know what kind, but tell us.
Red Baron.
That's right. There you go. Excellent. And
I like
Tombstone.
those
I thought it was a Tombstone every now and then.
Actually, it's Red Baron before I go grocery shopping.
Ah, there you go.
I would have to choose to do microwave meals over cooking something.
Why, Carson? What's up with
It's
that?
easy. Cooking something with actual ingredients, going out and buying the ingredients and stuff, really stresses me out.
So the shopping, the grocery
Yeah.
shopping is not good for you, is that right? What stresses you out thinking all the little
It's
things?
just complicated because you have to buy and you have to cut something up in a certain way, or you just
Overwhelming?
yes,
Okay. Even with a recipe, if you had a step-by-step recipe,
Yeah.
it's still overwhelming?
yeah. The ideal program always wanted us to go out and buy, find something you want to cook and look at the ingredients and go out and buy it. That always stresses me out.
So the buying, if you had all the ingredients, like one of these Hello Fresh or whatever things where they deliver it to your house, could you do that, or is it the putting it together?
Putting it together.
See, I'm the same way, man. I'm exactly the same way, Carson. And my wife thinks it's an excuse I have because I don't want to cook. I do the dishes, and I eat. But she thinks it's an excuse,
Well,
but it is
cooking-
overwhelming.
Cooking and preparing dinner is always a mom thing over a dad thing.
Why is that? Is that a
Everyone
societal
grew
thing?
up with their mom cooking lunch or dinner, always
I
preparing.
hate to break
I was going
your
to say,
little-
you know that it's 2019 and that
Yeah.
and that statement's going to come to a
My grandmother is like the cook of the family.
okay.
I don't.
You want to get us.
Okay.
I hate to break your.
You gonna bust him a little bit? on that?
Yeah. Fortunately, my dad makes and cooks salmon, floppy joes, spaghetti, venison sometimes. You know, my dad cooks a lot of things, and sometimes he goes hunt, and kills, and eats it. You know, and
So there's a primal thing that you're
Let,
saying.
let me add something to what I said.
Good. You
Everyone
probably
grew,
ought to, since there's no edits, no filter. You ought to probably check that.
everyone grew up with the mom cook, and then dad would always like cook something on the grill.
I think that's really true. I think there's
Game day, hot dogs, hamburgers.
There's probably a lot of dads that would sit and bust
Thanks,
that myth and say, "No, I cook." in the
I
family."
remember my dad still will cook something big for Thanksgiving. He used there was a couple years ago. I saw the picture the other day. He he was in charge of the turkey for Thanksgiving, and they put it on the grill, and put the turkey hands a certain way, and he was drinking a beer. That was the picture of a turkey drinking a beer.
Well, that's why Mom's cooking, Dad's done it right there. You may have just nailed that.
I remember we had
That is, except
I remember
for
Well, wait, hold on. John's saying something. Everybody remember this though.
I remember Thanksgiving we had a turkey dinner here.
We did have a turkey dinner here, and
Yeah.
it kind of brings everybody together. Leo, everybody was going to jump on something Carson said. What were you going to say?
I was gonna say that millionaire families are the exception.
What do millionaire families do?
I mean, they have all their meals cooked for them by paid servants, probably paid $800 a week.
To come in and serve them food, huh?
Yeah,
That's
to
what
come
the
in and
millionaires
cook
do.
for them.
Okay. Some people do have people come in and cook for them.
Yeah.
I like that you
A
call them
bunch,
the millionaires.
a
That's
bunch,
awesome.
a bunch of like redneck families will probably shoot and kill all their.
So millionaires have people cook their food for them, and redneck
That's not
families
stereotyping.
shoot and kill.
No.
We are stereotyping, and women.
Let's stop
we are
this
so deep
now.
into
Well,
the stereotyping.
I think it'd be
It's
good
not
to say
stereotype.
that
Yeah. What do you think, Val?
it's,
Everyone's different.
I don't think you're wrong that it's the
Yeah,
norm. Like
you're not
we're
wrong.
taught that that's the normal thing, but I think I know I have to work really hard at remembering that just because something's not normal doesn't mean that it's not okay.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true.
or that it's not the way it's supposed to be. Like
We all-
there's like normal, and then there's like not hurting anyone. You know,
True. Everybody can do their own thing.
I bet you.
Kinda-
I bet
that's
you.
kinda
I
what we
bet
feel
you
like,
anything 100 years from now, they'll there'll be stoves and microwaves. They'll be cooking. Nobody doing the cooking. They'll be cooking themselves.
So Jetsons.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what you think?
Yeah.
Push a button and it's done.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think,
I
microwave cooking,
doubt
guys? You doubt it?
I doubt it.
There's still a ritual to cooking. Somebody mentioned that you can kill it and you bring it in. And
Yeah,
you eat it.
my-
And you
I-
blow it.
I'm predicting in the future them to have a microwave without a door on it. You're just not supposed to touch.
You
the
just put
tray.
the food in there and,
Yeah.
and it comes out.
Yeah.
You
no,
said something
no.
interesting,
It's
Tom,
still
that
frozen.
Okay.
I want
I
to.
actually said something interesting. Let's follow on
Yes,
that.
that I kind of want to explore and
Take it.
kind of explain.
Explain.
Yes, to your point, I've been with my dad. Maybe when I was little, he used to go dove hunting. He still does sometimes, but not all the time. He mostly goes deer hunting, and he mostly tries to, because there's some quota law of how
Yes.
how many bucks. I know it's but more you can kill.
Call a limit, I think.
But you can kill more of one
At
gender.
different times. I'm not a hunter, so yes, but you're right. You're right.
And my dad has fried venison. We use it in our biscotti. We have this processing plant that we take the deer to.
So what if the grocery stores went away, guys? Could y'all survive?
Well, you would have to.
But Matt, you could. I know, because that's your kind of your gig. But other guys could use. We talked about this in the neighborhood one time when the electricity went out from a storm, and we were like, I wonder how many days we could stand it if we couldn't go to the grocery or didn't have a refrigerator.
Or didn't have money.
I've
Didn't
been
have money and had to go eat a squirrel out of the yard or whatever.
I've been told that my grandpa told me this a long time ago. If like the power's out, whatever you do, do not open the fridge. They had a storm once where they opened the fridge and then they shut it, but when the power came back on, everything came back on except for the fridge. The fridge didn't come back on.
So they're
I don't-
ruined. Yeah. Could you survive off the land, John?
Huh?
John, could you survive off the land?
Oh yes. Yeah. 100 years from now, there may not be no stores. All you have to do is push the button and then,
We're going to
get
become
shot.
lazy.
Let's talk about that. Food
We are
delivery
going to
service.
lose the development. We're going to lose our skills to to cook, to know what we want. We're going to lose that ability, and all we're going to be dependent on stupid technology to do all the cooking for us.
That's
when-
inevitable.
Why
Yes,
is that
I know
inevitable?
it is.
So why is that inevitable?
This is why I'm sticking to that
Okay.
ideology.
Why is it inevitable, yeah?
Because we depend on each other
Ah, yeah, we did.
for various things.
That's true.
We do.
So it's really interesting that you can now order Taco Bell to your house.
I've
Yeah,
done
I
that.
find that
I've done that.
interesting.
You've had
And
Taco Bell delivered
and
to
it
your
was
house.
funny because the guy who delivered it didn't speak English.
Oh.
So he really came from beyond the border. Is that what you're saying?
All I
border.
remember is that he didn't have any teeth.
He didn't have any teeth.
Nope.
Wow. Well, that's what you get for ordering Taco Bell.
I want to
to your
get
house.
back
That's
to
I would
what you
say.
were talking about, Leo, that we're all self-dependent. And I was going to add that without money, without currency, we can't. If I don't have money to buy somebody who caught fish at the fish market, therefore I can't, And what I'm saying, Leo, is if that stops working and all these services that make the food for us, and if we don't have you got to think in mind, I get what you're saying. It's inevitable. But my point is, if you have no money, or if the world ends, or multiple things could happen, no one's going to help you. No one's going to want to help you and divide their resources.
But Leo just said that we're going to help each other. So
well, yes, but you forget, Tom. I've been studying a lot of war history, and I know for a darn fact, all of us have this. It's just who we are as just humans. We're very barbaric.
So there's a survival instinct in us.
Exactly, and we're gonna need to survive on our own if we have to.
Hey, Matt.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you think about families then?
Well, yeah. I mean, the man of the family.
What do you think about families relying on each other?
I think that's a good thing.
What if those families aren't blood related?
I have no problem with that.
So-
I'm just saying general.
At what point does a community become one big family?
These are all good questions.
Well,
But I get what
when
Matt's
they-
saying. If you boil it down to I'm gonna eat or you're gonna eat, that gets a little tough.
Sometimes they have recall on foods.
They do have recalls on foods, John.
Yeah.
Sometimes to protect
And
the
that's the
public.
plain
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have recalls on stuff.
This has really got an interesting place because I was talking about just my favorite foods and kind of something about that, but we ended up talking about survival, and really it's a core that we need to exist, right? I mean, food is something that sustains us. Can't go forever without
And it brings people together.
It can bring them together.
But also,
you're saying
if
it
there's
can tear us apart.
Also, yes.
If there's a lack of food.
Exactly.
And a lack of
Exactly.
Interesting.
Exactly. It can tear us apart.
So what does that tell you? Food's really powerful.
It is.
It's a powerful thing.
I mean, like, we still can't survive off the land. I mean, we really can't because the economy relies on a lot of things.
That's okay. Does anybody here have a garden? Anybody grow any food?
I know a person who has a garden.
Yeah, you know somebody who does? Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. How important would a garden be to you for survival? If you planted a garden, you could live off that, right?
No, you couldn't.
No, why not?
Because
So if you grew
it doesn't
tomatoes
have.
and corn and all that stuff, you couldn't live off that?
I mean, like, you couldn't grow pork or chicken in it.
You would have to go
No,
kill it.
You
Well,
could,
we
you
lost-
could,
You could raise a chicken though.
you could,
Yeah.
you could grow hamburgers either.
Where would you grow a hamburger?
In a lab?
You could grow a hamburger, huh?
Well, you know what's the first thing to go if we lose electricity? Unpreserved meat.
That's right.
Meat was like a special occasion or rich people
Yeah.
thing.
I mean, I
That's
told
right.
you.
Refrigeration.
I told you the economy relies
Well, it
on
might be 100 years old.
electricity.
The economy relies on electricity.
Absolutely. If it crashed in such a manner, it would cause human extinction.
Yeah. So we've talked about food as fun, food as community, and now we've talked about food as the sort of bane of the end of the
Yeah, well, yeah. There's several
We've
points.
gone to a dark place, guys.
Well,
with food.
well,
Yeah.
I want to also add to your point, John, Leah's point. Well, I'm going to start with John. You can't exactly grow hamburgers out of the ground. You got to realize, you got to start with yeast to make the bread.
Wait,
You
but
got
I want to imagine this. I want to believe there's a hamburger and a hot dog tree. Is that what you're thinking? Tom?
Yeah.
well, money don't grow on trees.
No, but hot dogs might is what
I'm
hearing.
thinking in the real world.
Okay, yeah, that's true in the real world.
Well, Matt, doesn't raising animals start with farming food to feed them?
Could be. There you go.
Yes,
Do you know how much food it takes to feed an animal? Less than you get out of the animal in calories.
Well, yeah, I understand that, and I feel like this is going to another dark path. We're not going to talk about all this animal rights. Just let's.
That's not a dark path. It's just a fact.
Trust me.
All right, we've gotten kind of. I've got some face. You're not feeling great. We're gonna wrap this thing up. A food deal. We could go down a lot of paths, but I want to hear favorite foods from you guys. I want to go down. You got one food left. The world has gone to heck in a handbasket, and you could have one meal. You could have that one food one more time. What is that?
I'll start.
You gonna start us, Carson? All right.
Cheese quesadilla.
A cheese quesadilla. Any kind of cheese or
It's
any?
called a quesadilla. It's called a quesadilla. Of course, we're gonna have cheese.
Well, it may not. Sometimes it could be a chicken quesadilla or a steak quesadilla.
I
You
meant
just like
like-
cheese only, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cody, favorite food to go to? What is it?
Pizza.
Pizza. That's my wife's favorite. Leo, you're in your house and it's just you, man. What are you eating?
Okay, that would be cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers. You missed it for lunch, man. You should have
Good
been.
boys.
It's a good one. Brad,
Probably steak.
I'm with you. Steak. Oh, you just gave mine away, but steak. I like it. What's your cut of steak? What's your favorite kind of steak?
Sirloin steak.
Ooh, sirloin steak. Did
Yeah.
you grill that out ever?
I should. I mostly went out for that.
Ah, good. John?
Yeah, pizza.
So, yep, there you go. You guys gonna hang out? You and Cody gonna hang out? Were you disappointed today we didn't bring pizza in?
No, I wasn't hot. I'm okay with bring anything you want to in here.
Well, we were glad that Jim came in and brought us those burgers today.
Yeah.
All right, Dustin.
I gotta say shrimp.
Shrimp. Wow, there's a departure. Is it fried shrimp or raw shrimp? Cooked shrimp.
I may have to say fried.
Fried shrimp. Do you like spicy sauce on it or not?
I like cocktail sauce.
Yeah, me too. Now my son Thomas is really into shrimp right now. Alexander, we know what it is, but we want to hear you say what is the one food
Chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders. So you're going to have to grow some chickens. It's not going to grow on trees like John thinks it is. We'll have to have right? All right, Matt.
I'm thinking.
You've had a whole circle of thinking. What?
I have so many. I like all of it. It's hard to.
Yeah, but it's the one go-to, man.
Yeah, I know. Don't rush me. I'm thinking. I'm going to have to say it'd be some swordfish steaks.
Swordfish steaks. I like that. So that's not something you can grab out of your backyard, is it? In a survival mode, you gotta go pretty deep for those.
Yeah. Make sure you.
Val, what do you got?
Come back to me. You go.
I'm gonna say mine is a steak and I used to say baked potato, but I'm digging steak and French fries right now.
Oh.
I love a steak like covered in French fries with some onion rings, maybe even.
Oh, yeah.
And a salad.
And a side of bucket of cream spinach.
No, I'm not gonna go with a bucket of cream spinach.
You hate spinach?
No, I'm just not gonna go with that. I would do Brussels sprouts
Hey guys,
or asparagus. No
audience, I'm sorry, but if you guys like spinach, this guy doesn't like spinach.
That's right. I'm gonna say no.
I don't like spinach.
Yeah,
Neither do I.
or liver. Liver.
Your broccoli.
You don't.
I like broccoli.
I've had
You do?
deer liver. It's good.
Let's see. I can do it. All right, Rochelle, in the booth, what you got in there? Favorite food?
Cheeseburgers and sweet potato fries.
Bam!
Sweet potato fries.
Cheeseburger and sweet potato fries. All right, well, we brought this.
Well, hang on.
Uh,
I remembered it.
Oh, now you know.
Yeah, there you go. It's an incredibly specific meal that my mom's friend Brie makes. It's crispy fried sage leaves, linguine pasta, and then they cook shrimp in the pan that the sage was fried in.
Wow.
It's very specific. They've
That is-
only made it for me like twice.
But you're craving it, sort of.
Last meal, yeah.
Amazing.
Isn't sage the stuff that they use to make drugs?
Sage? I don't think so. It's just a spice. I don't think they make drugs out of it. All right, guys. This has been fun. We went food as community, food as necessity for our bodies. Food is a dark place it can go. It's something we all have to have, and in a moments of crisis, we might do some things we normally wouldn't do for it. And then our favorite foods. All right. And the fun part is we always get to end every week on a food, and you get to say it. So end us out, Smiley. How do we end the show? Every week.
Big ass taco.
Yes.
Big
That's
ass
it,
taco.
right there. Thank
Good
y'all.
night, America.
Good stuff. And there's food.